Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to show you guys a egg preserving technique that is called water glassing. And I did actually find this technique from another YouTube channel. They're called The Homesteading Family, and I will link their video down below. And I have never tried this method before at all, but I was extremely intrigued by it. And I guess that this method has been used for like hundreds of years before refrigerators were invented. So basically the gist of it all is you have a bucket and you fill it with distilled water, and you have hydrated lime, which is the agent that you add into the water, and it helps preserve the eggs. And then you just have your regular backyard chicken eggs, freshly laid from your hens. You don't want to do this method with store-bought eggs. Obviously, there's no reason if you have store-bought eggs to preserve your eggs, because you can just go buy more. But this is more for people who have their backyard chickens, and because most chickens in the wintertime will stop laying because they molt, and it's just naturally what their bodies are telling them is to stop laying. So during that time, there is a huge decrease in eggs, and sometimes there's none at all. And so for people who love their eggs and love to eat them every day, that can be somewhat of a scary feeling. So I guess, you know, if you can find a way to preserve them, that's really awesome, right? So I'm really excited about trying this method today. So what you need, I guess, is for every 1 quart of water, you need 1 ounce of hydrated lime. And they do recommend that the water that you use is distilled. And so I do have an osmosis machine, luckily, at my house, so I just use that water. And I measured 2.5 gallons because I thought that would be plenty enough for the amount of eggs. I don't have very many eggs, but every day that I pull eggs from the backyard into the house, I will put them in here if they're clean, because they cannot have any sort of like dried chicken poop on them at all. They have to be freshly clean, but they can't be washed. So I mean freshly clean, I mean like laid freshly but clean. And if you are having trouble with your chickens not laying clean eggs, it's probably due to their feet being really dirty. So try to put some like shavings in the bottom of the coop. It could be the fact that their nesting box are dirty, so clean them out every day if you have to. And so don't use any eggs that have got poop on them, and don't use any cracked eggs. And so basically what she in the video she says is you just add the hydrated lime into the water. And because 2.5 gallons is some dust, I'm gonna put the there we go. Because 2.5 gallons is 10 quarts, I put 10 ounces of the hydrated lime in there. I'm going to go ahead and stir it now. The majority of it looks like it has gone into the water and dissolved. There is a little bit still floating in the air. Try not to breathe that in. And so you're just going to want to mix it up until it's all the way dissolved. And then we'll just go ahead and add our eggs. Let me wash my hands. And again, I just wanted to mention that you do not want to wash your eggs prior, because it does take the protective bloom off the outside. And when you do that, you are going to probably cause the lime to go into the egg, which will make it taste bad. So you don't want to do that. So you just go ahead and oh, I can still feel some lime in the bottom. Let's mix that all up. So you're just going to add all of your eggs in there, one at a time. This one's a little warm. I just got it from outside. And so they say that actually this preservation method, after 2 years, the eggs are still good, or up to 2 years. And they say that at 8 months, they're basically like they just were laid out, you know, in the backyard. So what we're going to do is we're going to test that method. In 2 months, I'm going to film another video. I'm going to pull an egg or two out of the bucket, and we're going to crack it on camera together, and we're going to check it out, make sure it's fresh and still good. And if it is, then we'll put the lid back on and we'll keep it going. If it's not, then obviously we know that something went wrong in our process, but hopefully that's not the case. I'm really excited to see if this actually does work, and if it does, that's going to be awesome for me because my chickens do completely stop laying through a couple weeks throughout the winter, so this will be really awesome to have fresh eggs. And you do want to keep this at room temperature in your coldest part of your house preferably, and then you do want to put a lid on top of it so the water doesn't evaporate. And if you need to add more water on top, you just measure the amount of water you put in and make sure you put the corresponding amount of ounces of the hydrated lime. And that's basically it. If you are wondering where to possibly get hydrated lime, I got mine from Home Depot. I got like a 50-pound bag for like I think it was like 12 or 13 bucks. So fairly inexpensive, and I guess it's a lot cheaper than like the hydrated lime you would buy for like pickling and stuff. So keep that in mind. You can get it from Home Depot in like the construction/masonry area. So I will see you guys in a couple months. I'm going to see you guys before that. But with this process, I'll see you guys back in a couple months. We will see where we're at with the eggs. And I'm excited to see if it actually worked or not. If you have not already, like to subscribe to my channel so you can see what happens in 2 months. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.